All right, what's going on, y'all? I want to thank you guys for tuning in to this special segment of the Sleeping Giants podcast with Mike and Terrance, presented to you by WTV. What's going on, Mike?
Not much, man. What's going on?
Not much, man. Excited to talk about this new music and these new music videos as well, man.
No, facts. Got a lot of good stuff this week to talk about.
Yeah. All right, man. We'll start it off with Cordae and Anderson .Paak, 210s. I love the song. It's almost kind of like good guy, bad guy, good cop, bad cop type of thing, or the angel and devil on your shoulder, the way they did the song. But I really enjoyed it. You told me the song was produced by J. Cole. Track is
Hmm.
a banger. I always love it when Anderson .Paak kind of raps, because he's got bars and swag and everything. So I really enjoyed the song. I thought Cordae and him got good chemistry together.
No, I agree. I think they have great chemistry. They've obviously done songs together in the past. And like you said, I'm a fan of Anderson .Paak's rapping too. I would love to get a full rap album, maybe where he even like sings some of the hooks, like from Anderson. That would be fire. Um, but yeah, he definitely floated on this track and skated on like he does most of the stuff that he does. I think this is a great bounce back for Cordae, considering that a lot of people really weren't feeling his album from last year. And I didn't think it was a bad album by any means, just for clarity. But I think this is a great way to bounce back, and possibly, who knows, we may see a Cordae and Anderson .Paak album down the line. So I
Yeah,
thought it was dope.
facts,
And
facts.
one more thing I wanted to say: the angel devil thing, the motif that you were talking about, it almost kind of gave me guilty conscience vibes, but on a different
Yeah,
in a different context, obviously.
right. Yeah, facts. Next up, we got Rae Sremmurd, "Sucker" song. Man, I love this song. I love this song. I don't know, for some reason, I was coming back from I think me and my wife was coming back from Atlanta somewhere, and she's always asleep whenever we drive somewhere, and I'm blasting the music. She just over the years just learn how to tone it out. But so I'm just told, man, what's up with Ray? I ain't heard from them in a while. And this song, I loved it, man. I loved it. And just made me kind of like, man, I love to get another album with some new music from them. So like the video for this, and think the lane is wide open for those guys to come back and do something. So it's a great jam for me.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. I think the lane is wide open for them to come back and drop some music. I mean, they've always kind of had, like, in my opinion, a lock on just kind of melodic rap. Like, I know a lot of people do melodic rap, but to me, just the way that they do it with their hooks and then their rapping ability, I just think like they're at a pretty high level, in my opinion, when it comes to that. So I've been a big fan of theirs for years, and it would be great to, like you say, see them drop another album. But I really enjoyed the song as well, and hopefully we get more of that. That'd be dope.
Yeah, for sure. All right, man. Next up, we got Quando Rondo, Long Live Papp. What were your thoughts about this one?
Yeah, I'm not very familiar with Quando Rondo's music. I've heard his name before though, but this song had a message. He kind of uh was a little I don't want to say singing, but it kind of had like a kind of singy, rappy type feel to it, which was cool. And the beat was dope. And like I said, obviously he had a message with it, so that was cool. And I thought it was dope.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I thought obviously he's talking about a friend of his that was killed, and just seeing some of the scenes from the graveyard and talking about his friend that was killed. But yeah, great message. Like, I'm not as familiar with his music either. And I'm not gonna lie, like I don't, some of the guys who do some of the melodic or auto tune type stuff,
Auto tune.
yeah, I don't always connect with all of it, because sometimes it's just kind of redundant. But this one I like because he had a message, and obviously, paying homage to his friend.
No, facts.
All right, man. Next up, we got is it Midwest and Denzel Curry, Tally. I like this one because I'm not as familiar with Midwest. It definitely makes me want to check out some more stuff by him. But to see Denzel, who we've talked about on this podcast several times, experiment and show his diversity on tracks and what he can do. So I think Denzel can kind of do anything, man. Like on any track, just be himself. But I like this track.
No, I agree. I thought Midwest was dope, and to be on the track with somebody the likes of Denzel, he's obviously got a pretty significant buzz behind his name right now. I thought that was dope, and I thought he held his own. Denzel, we've spoken many times how we feel about Denzel and his ability on this pod, and I think this is just another example. And the tempo and the track was a little bit different than I'm kind of used to Denzel rapping on, but
Right.
he skated on it as well and did his thing. So I agree with your comments about kind of him being able to do pretty much a little bit of everything. So
Right.
yeah, that makes him very versatile.
When you was talking, we both were saying Denzel. I mean, obviously you think about the actor as well. So, I wonder how much pressure he puts on himself with having the name Denzel with such an iconic, a guy that so many people hold and revere as one of the best actors in the world. For him doing rap, what I'm saying, with the name Denzel, he's definitely, making the name for himself.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Next up, man, we're going to the Top Dog family. We got Rayvon and Ab Soul-Sandcastles. What you think about this one?
This is fire, man. Um, I've heard a few Rayvon songs. Most of it was his older music. I think I connected more with a lot of his older stuff than I have with some of the stuff that I've heard recently. But this was a great track, and it definitely kind of reminded me, hey, Ray Vaughn, I got to check for him again. So hopefully we'll get an album from him on TDE this year, and I'll be looking forward to seeing what that sounds like and what he does with it. But I thought this was a very dope track. I thought he did his thing, and Absol is obviously still on his run from last year. So yeah, I think it's fire.
Yeah, yeah, same here. I'm not as familiar with Ray, but this song definitely put him on my radar. Somebody I want to check out and dig into the crates and hear more material from him. I thought Ab went crazy on this song, and I want to apologize to Ab. So when we did our top 30 list, we did the top 30 rap albums in our opinion from 2022, and I was so hyped about the Mount Westmore album that I just been listening to for the last 3 days. And I love that album. That album is still in my top 30. But I think if I could have did it over, I would have swapped Herbert in the place where I put the Mount Westmore album, because Herbert is one of those albums like I'm still listening to. And there's so many songs that's on repeat for me. Do Better. Um, just so many songs on there that I love, and I thought the album was incredible. So, Ab, that's my bad, man.
Nah, I feel it. I'm gonna save my apology for specific artists when they drop their new project this year.
Okay. All right, man. Next up, we got Styles P. I ain't doing too much. What were your thoughts on this one?
Styles P, man. We've spoken so many times about how much I respect Styles P. Great lyricist, super consistent, and he's been on a great run like the past couple of years. Low key, I don't know if people have been paying attention. Uh, he dropped a fire album with Talib Kweli a couple years ago. He did this joint with Havoc last year. And I think the year before that, he had Ghosting, which was one of my top albums of that year. So, and obviously the versus battle. So against Dipset. So Styles has really been putting in work, and just another great song. And from what I've seen recently, that's not just a single. There's a whole project with that. So hopefully we'll get into that in the next week or so, and get to break that down. But yeah, just another dope track from Styles P.
Yeah, facts, facts. Yeah, I feel the same way. Styles been on a run, man, and I've always thought Styles make incredible projects. So, this is another one to add to the collection for, a legacy, man. That's just real dope. And next up, man, we got Lil Yachty, Say Something. This, I don't know. I mean, not that the song wasn't good or nothing. I mean, I don't know. I mean, to me, like the video was just kind of out there. So I was kind of pulled into the video so much, trying to figure out what was going on. There's a lot going on in the music video that maybe I didn't just kind of catch everything he was trying to do on the song. I know he's singing but the video, and then some parts of the video just kind of went like different or whatever. So this song, I would just say interesting.
Yeah, I would agree. The video was definitely interesting. I'm still not quite sure exactly the storyline or what exactly was supposed to be happening. Uh, but the song, from what I understand, his latest album is a rock album. So maybe we'll get into that as well in the next week or so. And it kind of reminds me of when Tory Lanez dropped his disco album or his '80s album, rather. Maybe a year or so ago. So I
Yeah.
think it's always interesting when artists try different things and dip into different lanes and genres. So that's always cool. But
Mhm.
yeah, I'm kind of with you. I'm interesting. I would have to know a little bit more about the context of the video and the song. Maybe there's like a story or
Mhm.
something that's being told that I'm not, aware of. But I didn't think it was bad.
Right. Yeah, yeah. I definitely give the album a try and see what's going on. What's the guy who covers music on Facebook? I mean, on YouTube.
Anthony Fantano.
Yeah, I know he reviewed it a couple days ago, so I'm gonna check out see what his comments were about it. But yeah, we'll see what Yachty's doing, man.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, next up, man, we got Boss Diamonds. What were your thoughts about this one?
Yeah, Boss from Dreamville. Uh, Big fan of Dreamville, their whole camp. And Boss has been putting out consistent music for a good little while. I think now that Ari and Earth Gang and Jid are kind of getting a little bit more recognition, as well as Luke. I think
Whoa,
now it's
whoa, Earth Gang. I didn't know that Earth Gang is on Dreamville.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh wow, yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, so now that Ari, Earth Gang, G, and Luke are getting a little bit more recognition, I think he's coming back around and like putting the spotlight on Bars and saying this is your time now. So hopefully, he is dropping this year as well. I want to say March, maybe April. So hopefully we get a great project. But I enjoyed the song, and I look forward to seeing what he has in cooking up for us.
Man, yeah, Dreamville, they got a little lineup over there, man. That's
They
crazy.
got a camp, man. I'm trying to tell folks they got a camp.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Same here. I enjoyed the song. The visuals on this video was crazy too. So yeah, I enjoyed it, man.
Yes.
I definitely want to check out some more stuff from him, and but um, definitely gonna check out some more music from him. But I love this song though.
Yeah, I thought it was dope too.
All right, man. Next up, we got is it STG? Was it STG or something like that?
ESTG.
ESTG. Okay,
Mhm.
ESTG. If I can't stop now. Video was cool. He was doing his thing. If you listen to the hook on this song, it's crazy. Like the hook was fire. So I like what he did on there. Had a son. It was, on the video, talking about his son. Cool message, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of a vibe, this song. So I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I agree. I think like you said, the hook was fire. Um, and definitely we've heard I'm not as familiar with his music either, even though we have covered songs that he has been on before. I want to say he was on that Jack Harlow song that we covered when we covered Jack Harlow's album a couple years ago, Route 66.
Yeah.
And I liked his performance on that song, and I liked his performance on this song as well. So definitely somebody that we'll have to keep an eye out for and become more acquainted with what they're doing.
Right. All right, man. Next up, we got, is it Kari? What's the last name?
Kari Faux.
Kari Faux. Me First. What were your thoughts about this one?
Yeah, I loved it. I like Kari Faux a lot. I think her music's dope. She's kind of little underground, maybe, in comparison to some of the other people we reviewed this week. But I like her music. I thought the video was dope. Um, and kind of had a comedic part in there. I don't want to ruin it for anybody who hadn't seen it, but yeah, just dope. And I look forward to seeing what else she comes out with. So shout out to Kari Faux.
Yeah, yeah, I enjoyed it too, man. Not as familiar with her music, but definitely, this put her on my radar, and I'm definitely gonna check out some more material from her and see what she's got.
Thanks.
Next up, we got Ice Spice in Her Mood. I like this song. I like the video a lot too. This is the video. Make sure I'm not confusing them. This is the video when she got the text talking about they cut the budget.
That's the that was Kari Fakes. Or
Oh, that's
Kari
Card
Faux, I'm
Facts.
sorry.
Okay, okay.
Kari Faux, I'm sorry. That
Card
was Kari
Fault.
Faux.
Yeah, they cut the budget. That's right. That's right. They cut the budget, and she just started filming everything with the cell phone. That was crazy. So yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to her. Ice Spice in Her Mood. Yeah, I mean this song. Okay, I got it now. But this song here was cool too. And it's interesting. You're getting more and more diverse female MCs, and just kind of seeing what they're gonna do. But this wasn't a bad song at all.
No, I think she's definitely got a lane. Uh, Obviously, I know the Munch song that she had was very popular, and I think this has the potential to be just as popular in my opinion. She's got her bag. She gets in her bag on those drill beats, and she's got a nice tempo, a nice flow, and she does her thing. So, I think she's really on the kind of drill side of the lane, doing something that not a lot of other women are doing. So I definitely think she could easily be one of the faces of that of drill music, or even just female drill music in the next couple of years if she keeps at it. So
Yeah, facts. All right, man. Last but not least, we have Logic-Highlife. Um, well, he's singing on this one. Thought the video was cool. Um, and man, I was driving up. I'm in New Orleans right now. That's why I'm not in the normal studio. But when I was driving up yesterday, Logic was on DJ Who Kid show on Shade 45. And he was talking about the new album, but they played some cuts. And I know I'm familiar with one song him and Wiz did, but there was another song I heard I thought was crazy. So, man, I wouldn't mind seeing like at least an EP or something from Logic and Wiz Khalifa. I thought that would be crazy. But yeah, I enjoyed the song. You know, Video was just crazy, and Logic has a new album coming out, so I definitely look forward to checking that out. I think Logic um, makes great albums. I don't think it gets highlighted enough or talked about enough for whatever reason. Maybe you know the type of music he makes or whatever. But I definitely enjoy what Logic does, and he works with a lot of great people like Premier, Ninth Wonder. He collaborates with people like Royce the 5'9", and just like really MCing, So I think Logic doesn't get enough credit sometimes.
no, I feel it. I mean, and especially if you're a hip hop head, I feel like if you consider yourself a real hip hop head, you should respect Logic, whether like his subject matter, or you know maybe his production or whatever. But if you consider yourself a hip hop head, I feel like you should like Logic. And to piggyback on something you were saying about collaborators, I mean, he collabs with J. Cole. He's had Joey Badass on some of his tracks. In fact, they were both on his Everybody album. So yeah, Logic makes decent music. I have no problem with Logic, or the type of music that he makes. But as far as this specific song, um, And I'm not the biggest fan of Logic singing,
Mm,
and this is definitely a Logic singing track.
mm,
So, but the video was cool. He had the guys from Clerks in there, so like you said, that was definitely interesting and bring back a kind of nostalgic feel. But
mm.
like you said, I'm interested to see what he does with this album that he has coming out because I think Vinyl Days was really slept on last year, especially for hip hop heads. So, maybe not everybody appreciate that album, but hip hop heads, I think definitely would. And I think that album was kind of slept on. So maybe he will, go back to, and that was, a special project for him as well too. So maybe, this next project it might be another Bobby Valentino or Bobby Tarantino. I'm sorry, Bobby Valentino, uh, another Bobby Tarantino tape or possibly something like that. So we'll see.
Right, right. Yeah, man. Yeah, I definitely look forward to what he's doing. I know he's coming out. I know Macklemore's got something dropping soon, so we'll see what those two guys do. And yeah, one of Cordae, hopefully, and J. Cole. Maybe J. Cole will drop something this year too.
Yeah, and definitely got Boss coming, Marlon Craft,
Yeah,
Cyari the Kid, and a couple of other people. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be another interesting year for music, man.
yeah. Remember Grip was talking about pulling the DMX, dropping 2 albums. So maybe we'll get something from Grip too.
Yeah, do it, Grip. Do it.
Yeah, 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 man. So give everybody social media, Mike.
Yeah, it's M1C underscore CH3CK, and that's at Mike Shake.
All right, and I'm Terrance Hill the Great on Instagram. So be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, share it, leave a comment, and then also you guys just look out for more and more content. We got other songs, other album projects that we're going to be reviewing. So tune in for more and more exciting content. We appreciate you guys tuning in to the Sleeping Giants podcast. We'll see you next time. Take care.